people say that Jesus Christ don't have a color. He's just a spirit, and that nobody never saw him. That's a lie. Read.
Verse 13. And in the midst of the seven...
Oh, read on. What you read with? Read on.
Verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John.
To who?
John.
All right, so the angel came to John, and he told John to do what? Read.
Who bear record of the word of God.
All right, so John, he bear record of what he saw. Give me, what do you want? Give me 11. Give me 11. Let's see what 11 says. Read. Yeah, read that.
Verse 11. Saying, I am Alpha and Omega.
So this is Christ when John, the prophet, all right, he was in prison. He got put in the prison for just what, John? For prophesying and telling and reading all of the prophecies out of this Bible. He got in prison for Jesus Christ's name's sake. That's what he went to prison for, all right? John had to love his people. The same thing you see us doing today, this is what John got in prison for. Yeah, for the same thing, telling the truth. All right, read.
The first and the last, and what thou seest.
So this is what the person told John, what you about to see,
write in a book.
Write it in a book. And the thing that he saw, he wrote it in the Bible. You understand? Read on, jump down.
Verse 14. His head.
So this is what John saw now. John, when he turned around, he saw Christ. And the first thing he saw was Christ's head. Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So he zoomed in on Christ's head. He looked, he saw, man, Christ can. Read it again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
He saw the hair on Christ's head, and he saw the hair on Christ's face. He saw his hair and his beard. And one thing he noticed, that the hair on his head was white. You look in the mirror, you see those little white spots in your hair? You see those little white spots in your hair, in your beard? Christ's hair was fully white. All right? His hair and his beard was fully white. Read it again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
And it had a texture of wool. You ever see the wool on a sheep? The texture of the, you know what is beyond the sheep? That's the texture what he saw of Christ's hair. It was white and woolly, just like the texture what is beyond the hair what is beyond the sheep. You understand? Read on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So his eyes was like a flame of fire. Now, John, let me ask you this question, John. Why did you think Christ's eyes was like a flame of fire? Why do you think Christ's eyes was like a flame of fire? Let me see if your pastor taught you something in the Catholic Church. Get it for him. Let's read it, because he's thinking long. If you think long, you can think wrong. But we're about to reveal to you why Christ's eyes was like a flame of fire. Read.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 12.
Bring it up.
His eyes shall be red with wine.
So it was prophesied when the Messiah comes that his eyes are going to be red with wine. How you doing? Where you at? All right, bro, come this way. I see you walking there, so you're about to get this word today. So Christ's eyes was red with wine because Christ used to drink wine. What was one of Christ's first miracles, brother? What did he do? One. You don't know. You just speak English. You just understand me. You just speak English just now. Come on, man. Why is your brother, man? But if you can't speak English, my brother right there, he can speak Creole. You can't fool him. All right? So, all right, I know you got to go, John. But Christ used to drink wine in moderation. He never used to drink wine to get drunk. He used to drink it in moderation, like on the feast days, on the Sabbath days, at the wedding feast, when they party and they having a good time. But he used to drink when he had enough. He used to put the bottle down. You understand? That's how we supposed to be. You're not supposed to be drinking and getting drunk all over the place, puking up on ourselves. We ain't supposed to be doing that. All right? Now finish reading. Let me finish reading this to you.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 15. On his feet, like a fine brass.
So his feet, see the guy's feet? Brass is a derivative of brown. All right? If you ever see a penny, a 1 cent, that's the color of Christ's feet. When John looked down, Christ saw the color of it looked like his feet was the color of brass. That's what John saw. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Not only that it was brown, it was so brown it looked like it burned in the furnace. So you know what that means? Anything you put in the furnace, what color is going to turn, John? It's going to turn extremely dark. It's going to turn black.
That's right.
So Christ is described in the Bible as a black man, according to the Bible. All right? So Christ is not a white man. that Christian church, the Catholic has been lying to you. All of these religions would make, look at all of these people. What all of these people have in common? Look at them, look, they're white. So guess what? All of these white Caucasians, John Smith, he created the Baptist religion in 1608. Joseph Smith, he created the Mormons religion, 1830. Ellen G. White, he created the Adventists, the Seventh-day Adventists. What a lot of people like to flock to, yes, he created that in 1863. You have Charles T. Russell, that's it right here. Jehovah's Witness, 1872. Then you have the Pentecost was created by Charles. All right, all of these was created by the people who enslaved us and who oppressed us. And the same thing with the Catholic religion. That's why they give you a white image. They give you an image of a man who look like them. That's why you was reading this iconoclasm. You see what they did? They went in all of our Bible, they went in all of our tombs, and they went in all of our books, and they painted all of the image of Jesus the Christ. You know what color this is? Jesus Christ and Mary. They were black. After they finished, they paint over it, they got him white. See the image of Christ in the background? He was a black man. After you finish it, it's going to be white. And it's the same thing.
What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example.